How you going, guys? It's been a while. This vlog is inspired by Chris Meets Chris, the DJI guru, who's shooting with the Osmo Action 4, and Lewis Hermosillo, who's doing a great job covering NAB. Enjoying watching that. And there's Cam, Jeff, and many others that are all tuned in to Chris Meets Chris vlog. Go over and check out those guys. I'll leave a link in the description below. But I'm vlogging this on the Osmo Action 5, and I'm in Melbourne, and I usually do street photography, but I've been inspired to give this a little go, and I've put an ND filter on. I think it's an ND8, and I've got all the settings in auto. And the reason why, I'm just going to get a drink of water, and the reason why I've left everything in auto, it makes it easier for me, except for the I'm shooting in, I think they call it D-Log. So just get this water. Yeah. So we'll probably walk through Chinatown a bit, and what Chris brings up and Lewis in their vlogs is relevant to me too. I've been shooting videos for quite some time. I'm a big Sony fan, and I love the little Sony ZV-1. I use it all the time for photography, not videography, even though it's designated as a vlogger's camera, which it is, and it's very efficient at doing so. But Chris and Lewis has hit the nail on the head about the small form factor with the DJI Osmo Action 4 and 5. They're great for doing this sort of thing, just walking around. And what I like to do, I like to use a magnetic mount, and I stick the camera on a GoPro mount, and that allows me to move around, so I don't have to stay in the one spot. Yeah, so that way I can get the camera out, because I've only got two hands, and do some photography at the same time. So I've been doing that for quite some time, many years, but I've mostly been using GoPros. And until recently, where I left my GoPro 10 with the magnetic mount on a pole and walked away and forgot about it. Of course, when I returned, it wasn't there. So I bit the bullet and purchased a DJI Osmo Action 5. And I've been lucky because I like doing multicam type video, if you know what that is, and I enjoy that a lot. And with the multicam, I thought about if I had a second DJI Osmo, that would be great to do the multicams with, and not have to worry about doing color grading, which is correct because they're pretty much the same sensors, I think, in the DJI Osmo Action 4 and the Osmo Action 5. So I found out that there was a special on the DJI Osmo Action 4, and I got that at a really good price, under $300 Australian, which was a real bargain. And I've got that too, so that's good for my multicams. And yeah, I'm really happy with that as well. And like Lewis and Chris, I've done the same thing. I got that probably gear acquisition syndrome. I've got the Pocket 3 as well. Yeah. And we know where all our money goes, right, guys? Yeah. So it doesn't matter what age you are, you can get that gas at any age. So anyway, that's what's inspired me to do this type of vlog today. Yeah, and I don't really know what else to say. Yeah. Well, I'll just take you for a walk around and you can have a look around and see the city with me. So we're in the CBD of Melbourne and we're in Chinatown. Chinatown's nice, it's colourful, the people are very friendly, and it's a good place to do street photography. I enjoy doing street photography here. Yeah, I think it's got a good atmosphere most of the time. Yeah. So if you come to Melbourne, Australia, make sure you check out Chinatown, Little Bourke Street, and the little laneways off the side that you can take to go through to other major streets. Yeah. So yeah, I've got the Sony ZV-1 as I mentioned, and I think it's the best camera I've ever owned for photography. And the reason why I say that is its size, its features, its fantastic autofocusing system, and from what I do, the picture quality is fantastic. I started with the Sony A7R. I thought that was a great camera, and I purchased it. And it is a great camera, and I stayed with the Sony brand ever since. And the Sony ZV-1, what attracted me there was to do vlogging with it. But I was already using the GoPro at the time. I had the GoPro 7s. I moved on from the 7s and I got the 8s and the 9 and then eventually the 10 until I lost the 10. But then I've moved across now to the DJI Osmo Action 5 and Action 4. And I love them. I think they're great little cameras. They have really good dynamic range. And I'm playing around with this D-Log now, thanks to Chris, and the ND filters, and I'm walking around just like Lewis does, and Jeff and Cam and all the other guys that are running around with their DJI Osmo Actions there. And I do recommend this setup. And the great thing, the other benefit about using a magnet with the action cameras, it's great for the multicam, and it's great for freeing up a hand, as previously mentioned. But it's also good because you can intermingle with other people and not feel awkward while you're vlogging if you feel uncomfortable about the fact that you've got, you know, a vlogging camera. Particularly now that you can use the wireless DJI microphones, you know, you can just simply, you know, put the phone on the pole or something like I do. So I stuck you up on the pole there. If I can swipe up this thing. There you go. And you can walk away, and no one would even know that you're recording unless you bring it up. So yeah, that's what I like about this method that I use, is that you fit in with the public and it doesn't look like that I'm doing any vlogging. In fact, it probably looks like I'm drunk or I'm on something even stronger. Just talking to myself, waving my hands around. Yeah, and of course you get different angles. I follow Sky. It's Sky in Holland. He's an American over there, and I love his camera angles, and he's very dynamic. If you don't know Sky, I'll leave his link in the description too. So this is really about vlogging more so than what it is about photography, this particular episode. And I just felt compelled to add my 20 cents in because of the actions of Chris meets Chris. Has created something really special, I think, in my opinion. You know, it's not easy to admit that it's hard to vlog if you're not used to it. You feel awkward with a big camera. Now, I learnt that by bringing out my big cameras, and then I thought, you know, I'm not filming other people, I'm mainly filming myself. So that's why I brought the size down to the GoPros. Plus the stabilisation in the GoPros, in my opinion, is second to none, and they're great. But you always had the problem with the microphone, so I used to carry a separate microphone, a zoom recorder, a H1 zoom recorder, and then when I got home I used to sync up the audio and video in post, and that's okay and it works really well. But if you have issues with you know, connection of microphone cables, or you forget to turn it on, that was the biggest flaw that I had. I used to forget to turn on the microphone, and because of that, sometimes I'd get home and I wouldn't have any audio. Yeah, so that was what the problem was. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Yeah, so that's the issue with that. Now, I'll just show you what I do with these magnets. When I create my street photography videos, I might place the camera there, go back over here, and take a few shots. I like to use the little wrist strap with my ZV-1, and yeah, I might put the battery in it and take a few shots just to show you what I get up to. So right here we've got the setting to, well, I'm on manual, 1/500th of a second, f4, ISO 800, and yeah, and I'll just take a shot. Of course, I'm not using flash at the very minute. I've got the transmitter in my backpack, which I have to get it out, which I might get it out anyhow. So I'll do that while you're watching. Yeah. So I might bring you over here now. These are the things that you can do by using the DJI Osmo Action series with a magnet. You can place the camera on something magnetic like this, and then you can vlog freely. So I'll get that transmitter out that I use. Sorry about the humming noise, it's coming from some air conditioning unit or something around here. So I've got the little Flash Q 20 Mark II. And there's probably going to be a lot of ahs and ums and ands and stuff, because I usually heavily edit my video, but today I'm not going to. We're going to see how this goes, and yeah, so here we go. And I'll tell you some of the things I don't like about the DJI Osmo Action 5. There's only a couple of things. One is just I find that the little screen that tells you that you're connected with the microphone comes up and blocks the front screen for a little longer than what I'd like. I'd like to see DJI either get rid of that, or only keep it on the screen for like a second or two, or tap, and then it comes on the screen so you know you're connected. But you've got the bar that moves across, so I think that's good enough. Now, I'll just put you over there, and I'll work out a scene or a shot where we can use the little pocket rocket. This is, as I said, the best photography camera I've ever owned in my life. I'm heavily into flash photography. I think that's the way to go in the future for photography. People need to get into flash photography. That's the only thing that sets, in my opinion, camera photography apart from, say, action camera photography or phone photography, is the ability to use flash. By using flash, you know, it's going to set everything apart. So yeah, so we'll find a scene and I'll show you what I get up to with the flash. And a couple of my regular viewers, someone asked, one of them asked, maybe more than one, but someone asked how do I connect the little Flash Q20 Mark II to the Sony ZV-1. Well, I use that transmitter that you've seen, and in addition to the transmitter, I connect it up by pairing the Bluetooth between the transmitter and the receiver, which is built into the flash unit. Yeah, so that's how I do it. And then I take a shot. I could set this up here and try and get a shot of over there, which will look quite good. So I'll put you here, and you can see that it all works out. Yeah. So I've got the little Flash Q20 Mark II, and I've got the Sony ZV-1, and of course I'm vlogging with the DJI Action 5, and you're on the pole there, which I'll just show you again. And what I might do, I'll take a photo of it, and then you can see exactly what's going on. So let's just set that up. Well, it looks pretty good anyway. So I might see you with flash and see if I can get you to, there you go. So you can see exactly what we're doing. And I'll flash myself, how about that, just for you. So put that like that there, and I'll take a shot. There you go. If the picture come out, I'll put it in the video. But say now I've got this scene here, what I might do, I like the look of the shop over there, so I'll make sure that you can see where I'm walking around. So let's just put you there like that, and you might be able to see me. Well, no, you won't. I have to come back and move you twice. There you go. So bring it over here like that. My hands are free. Right. So I'm going to put the flash unit over here like that. And probably put it at about 8th power. We'll try quarter power actually. We'll put it on quarter power, and f4, 1/500th of a second, ISO 800. That might be too high. I might bring the ISO down, but we'll take a test shot. Just make sure that the flash is going to fire in the right spot. So that looks about right, and I'll take a test shot actually this way first, and just to go back here and have a look on that. Yeah, that's really nice shot. Thank you. So that's the shot we got, which is really nice, I thought. Yeah, I'll just I'll zoom in. So that's street photography. That's raw, and that's straight out of the camera. And it's pretty good interaction between the couple, and the lighting is magnificent, so I might just leave it at that. The thing with street photography, I was talking to the flash then. I'm showing you all my warts. The difference between street photography and street portraiture is usually it's not a candid interaction, right? So that was candid, and it's probably not the best street photography example, because most good street photography is capturing gestures or strange moments that's out of the normal. But because I'm filming and the video's running, sort of limited to what you can get in that short period of time. Now you know what it's about. My street photography. Now I'm not sure if this ND filter is too dark. I think it's the 8, and it's an overcast day today in Melbourne. It's very overcast, and you can see that there's not much sun around at the moment. It's looking at the back of the screen, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I actually like the look of the screen from the screen. I think it looks good. And yeah, so that's what it's about. And if you like this sort of vlogging, go over and check out Chris and Lewis's work, and Cam's looking really comfortable on camera too. I watched his vlog this morning and Jeff's vlog this morning, and they both looked very comfortable on camera today. A couple of them are in America, and there might be one in Britain, and of course Chris is in Canada, and there's a couple of us in Australia here. I think Jeff's might be in Sydney and I'm in Melbourne, so yeah, this is something unique, I think. If you want to learn all about this stuff, go over and check out Chris Meets Chris and Lewis Hermosillo. Those guys are right on the ball with this sort of thing. I think Lewis does it full time, video production. He's got his own video business, mainly weddings and corporate stuff, I think he said. And Chris has been doing this sort of thing forever and a day, and he's also a photographer, a good photographer, even though he uses a Leica camera. He wouldn't like that. Nothing wrong with Leica, just ask the big head taco, right? He loves Leica too, and I like following him as well. And yeah, I think this is the future. I think small pocketable stuff's the way to go. You know, I've been doing the street photography for probably at least, I'd say 15 years or more. And the vlogging part of it I've been doing since 2016. And, you know, over time I've felt much more comfortable, even doing it for so long, by using these smaller cameras and the bigger cameras for vlogging in the street. And as I said, especially with the magnets, I think the magnets is fantastic because it frees up your hand, especially if you're doing photography or you need to free up your hand but you want to still get coverage. I strongly recommend that method. Yeah. Now we'll just keep moseying along and let you have a little look around what's going down in Melbourne today. Yeah. So you can see what I'm seeing, which is yeah, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Yeah. So there you go. So we're back at Swanston Street and Lonsdale Street now, and we'll head up towards the State Library because I feel like a drink of water. And doing street photography, I go for a bit of water walking around, and Melbourne provides free filtered water all over the city, and I bring in my own bottle and I put hydrolyte, which is electrolytes, that I put into the bottle, and that gives me a bit of oomph. I put, I guess, high octane gas into your car. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. Looking at this, we're a bit overcast, dark image. Sorry about that, but this is the first time I'm trying the ND filters on the vlog, and I picked a day where it's really overcast to do it. So yeah. Yeah, so there you go. So really don't know what else to say. I'm going to do some street photography that I normally do without continuously vlogging. But I like the idea of the continuous vlogging because there's less editing. Now, one question I noticed hasn't been raised amongst all the guys so much is, what is their favourite editing software for videography? I know what mine is, and I think Chris uses the same NLE, and that's Final Cut Pro. I'm a big fan of Final Cut Pro, but if I was to use a different brand, I'd probably go over to CapCut. I think CapCut's pretty good too. Yeah. So, yeah, we're just about at the library. This is Melbourne on the 8th of April 2025 in the morning on an overcast day, because we're in fall, which is autumn here. We call it autumn. And yeah, so there's our state library of Victoria, and it's quite a nice looking building, and that's where I get my water from usually, just over here, and I'll fill up my bottle. Yeah. Okay, so I'll show you the electrolytes. I'll just stick you up here like that. There you go. You should be able to see what I'm doing, and probably be a lot lighter if I took off that ND filter, but now it's on there. I'm too lazy to pull it off at the minute. Yeah. So I'll get the water. I'm out of shot, so I'll bring you around a little bit so you can see the faucet where I get the water from. So as I said, it's filtered water, and I just top up the bottle with the electrolytes already in there, and I get a few mouthfuls of this, and I'll get all my energy back, and I'll be right for doing the street photography. Yeah. Alright, well that's just about it for this vlog. I hope you liked it. We've vlogged for 30 minutes, or just under 30 minutes I think. So go over and check out Chris Meets Chris, Lewis and Silo, Cam, Jeff, and everyone else that's doing this with the DJI Osmo gear. And if you want to learn about the products, I'll tell you who I recommend, where I got most of my initial information from. James Loxton, I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel, and Tamara Gabrielle. Yes, they're both really good advocates of the DJI products too, and they've got some fantastic tips. So there's a few links in the description below for you to check out, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.